for the Phoenix early on, and perhaps that one that Elliott could have cut back to none. As we see, they go down this right-hand side again.
There's a good ball from Jale, and Elliott picks it up. She's got 2 to look for inside the penalty area, now 3. It's not a bad cross, but Vlock couldn't get onto it, and just a little bit too much. But the intent was there. She waited for players to arrive to support, and then cut onto her left foot, and look at that cross. Someone gambles there. It's a real chance.
It's a good play from Elliott to keep the defender on their toes, so they're not sure whether she's going to cut back and cross with her left or go to the byline and cross in with her right.
Barry, very composed there, clearing the ball away once again for the Phoenix. Lincoln is seeing a lot of the ball on this right flank. Murphy trying to return the ball back, but dealt with, and they can come away with the ball. Block more central position. Now CJ Bott turns away well, gets it back. They'll break down the right-hand side. Playing to Phoenix. It's actually really good measured play, this. Just holding on to the ball, making Melbourne Victory work for it. And then the big switch once again, out to the left-hand side and just ahead of Lara Wall, who'd made the run.
Right idea, and that's absolutely what Bev Priestman will want from her side. She talked about switch of play. She talked about keeping the ball. Possession football is what she wants to see from the side this year, and it was almost there, but just not quite executed.
The Wall again challenging. McMeekin does well to just nick it back to Claudia Bunge, 26-year-old, and then out to this left-hand side for Melbourne Victory. Who, once again, be composed in possession, and again they look to work the flank. Well, that was a rather loose ball, but Jale will pick it up, retain possession. And Van der Meer into her skipper Bott, who gets it back just about off Essen. They, before the start of this game, they had the fewest passes in the league and the second lowest accuracy. It's improved in this game.
And Victory are very hard to break down. They conceded the fewest goals last season. Helped by Claudia Bunge, of course, at the back. Solid in defence, along with Kayla Morrison.
It's a real battle on that left-hand side for the Phoenix, and they've done well. Here's an opportunity, and a shot! Oh, what a good save! What a good save by Courtney Newbon. And she needed to, because that was travelling and it was flying into the top corner. I think it was Manaya Elliott who had it.
It was a quick switch, as Priestman wanted her team to do, and a good enough touch there to set herself up. Manaya Elliott going very close for the Phoenix. She has 5 A-League goals to her name, looking to add to it.
It's a really athletic stop from Courtney Newbon. It was the closest we've come to a goal so far. Here's the corner kick. She'll have delivered better ones than that, but what a moment there. Almost the opening goal, and it would have been a cracker as well.
And I think for the Phoenix, they may not get a whole lot of chances, especially a quality side like Melbourne Victory, so they'll need to get those corners in. Lara Wall will be disappointed with that. Hopefully she can make sure she gets into the danger areas next corner.
Can Victory build something here down this right-hand side? Low. And then Furphy forced backwards. And once again, Courtney Newbon, the 25-year-old, has some time to assess where she's going to put the ball. She opts for the right-hand side. Seeing a lot of traffic down that side of the pitch for Melbourne Victory. Is that somewhere they've identified as a weakness of the Phoenix? Once again, here we go, down this right flank. Policina, across comes into the penalty area. Easy for Victoria Essen. And then bowls the ball out wide straight away. Elliott to Brooke Nunn. Can she deliver the cross into the penalty area? Main is waiting for it. Might come here to Vlock via Bot, but in the end, that one just goes through once again to Courtney Newbon in the victory goal.
I think it's that just last pass that's lacking the quality at the moment for the Phoenix. Brooke Nunn down that right-hand side, but good to see them getting into those advanced positions.
Crowd certainly appreciating the efforts of the Wellington Phoenix. It is second against bottom on the ladder. How much do you look at the table this early in the season?
Yeah, I think it's a little jostling, and you know, they've had buys, and it's a little bit tricky at the moment just to really see a table that reflects what it'll end up as at the end of the season. But Melbourne Victory sitting second. They had a little bit of a surprise loss to Brisbane Roar away from home in that first round match, but then coming back to win their last two. So in good form, good confidence.
Here they come again. Phoenix, Brooke Nunn. Still she goes, tried to clip it through as well, looking for Elliott, who once again had gotten herself into a really good position. And it was just too far and just a touch ahead of her.
Right idea there again. Brooke Nunn just finding a pocket of space and couldn't quite get the backspin on it that she was looking for. Little dink through, but in the end just running away, and easy for Melbourne Victory.
Bunge will hit this one long. Easily read though by Van der Meer. And then Jale as well. Retains possession. Bot. Jale's under pressure immediately from that one. And she was being fouled by Rachel Lowe.
Two players who know each other very well, Grace Jale and CJ Bott, having played for the Ferns together. And I like them sitting in front of the defensive line this season. Both very technically gifted, and I guess I just wanted to see them up the field a little bit more and threatening for goals.
Plays that one into the penalty area, and it's Vlock. Almost lost it. Wall gets it back, just about, but McMeekin is there again. And it's a relatively wayward clearance from Bunge.
I like this battle between McMeekin and Lara Wall. It's quite fascinating so far. I think McMeekin's just had the better of it. But, yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a gamble. They both want to get forward, but without leaving their side exposed.
Marissa Van der Meer, the 23-year-old. Plays the ball out to Wall, who will put the cross into the penalty area. It's not a bad one. But dealt with just about. I tell you what, they're really going for it here, aren't they, Wellington Phoenix? And they're creating good opportunities. They're waiting for the right moments to cross the ball. And they've been good balls into the penalty area. Here's another one. The Victory defence having to really be on their toes here.
That was much better from the Phoenix. Lara Wall, you can see what she does when she does get into those corner spaces. Great cross in.
Jale gets it out wide. Now, is this going to be a good delivery? The numbers in the penalty area! And it hits the roof of the net. Courtney Newbon looked relatively untroubled by that. At least she didn't put a hand up. Maybe she was beaten. Let's have a look.
Grace Jale with a nice through ball and didn't quite get it out of her feet fast enough. They had numbers in the box there, and unfortunate that she couldn't find one of her teammates.
Low for Melbourne Victory. CJ Bott comes in and is tackled, and the crowd are loving this. They're really cheering on the Phoenix. CJ Bott there winning the free kick.
And that's why she's in there in the central midfield role. Good at regains, but also getting her body in the way there, just forcing Policina to commit the foul.
Policina, who scored the winner last week against Central Coast Mariners. A replay of the plate final from last season. She's a danger. She's got 2 goals this season, Policina. Scored on her Vic debut in the 3-2 loss to Brisbane Roar. But it's Wellington Phoenix who are looking to get on the score sheet in this move. Just broke down though in that final third. Victory, who have ceded a lot of possession in these last few moments. Wellington Phoenix have really been forcing the issue. Haven't been close to Essendon's goal for a while.
You see the experience there from Policina, number 10 for Melbourne Victory. As you said, scored last week. She actually was on her 100th game as well. Came across from rivals Melbourne City for this season and had the second highest assists last year in the A-League.
The ball out on the left-hand side here. Victory, that's a good ball into space. It's going to have to be put out of play. Good defending in the end by Ellie Walker there. Cut out the danger, and now they can reorganise Phoenix, but can Melbourne Victory make something happen here? Potentially. Policina goes for goal, or was it a cross? Either way, it's floated wide. No problems for Victoria Essendon at all.
Well, she has 32 A-League goals to her name, and that's why she takes every opportunity. Back to goal, just got her angles a little bit wrong on that occasion.
See there, 32 career goals in 101 matches. She's experienced player, 28-year-old, signed from Melbourne City. And still wait for that opening goal of the game. Van der Meer with a nice bit of control for the Phoenix. Wall, though, gives the ball away. Policina, here she is, clips it into the edge of the penalty area, and she'll go for goal again. Was that one deflected? Certainly looked like Jale may have got something on it, but the referee, Anna-Marie Kiley, decides no, it's a Phoenix ball.
And there you see the combination play from the attack. Lowe and Policina know each other very well, and one-touch football to create those chances.
Phoenix got something of their own up their sleeve. Not that time. It's a rather loose ball. It presents Wellington Phoenix with another option. Oh, now Victoria Essendon is in a bit of discomfort here. That does not look good for the Football Ferns goalkeeper. Make a save or anything. I think that was from the goal kick, wasn't it? That has arisen from, whatever the problem is.
Yeah, we'll get another look at that, but the 34-year-old experienced goalkeeper, #1 for the Football Ferns at the moment, and Bev Priestman will find this a very worrying sight.
The substitute goalkeeper for the Phoenix is Amy Danieli. Let's just have a look and see what happens here. not much in that at all, is there? I guess some of those innocuous ones can be troubling, and of course, given the injury news that have come out of the club this week, it's quite a poignant reminder of the vulnerability of players and how you could just get injured just like that. She looks like she's back on her feet though, Essen, which is good news. But they could do without getting another player and another key player injured, Priscilla.
Yeah, well, Bev Priestman talked this week about having a meeting with her medical staff, and obviously with those 2 ACL injuries for Wynnum and Mittag that were announced this week. She has been very impressed, though, with what they do in terms of prevention and following all the protocols. Sometimes it's just a bit of bad luck, but she will not want any more major injuries at the moment where they are currently in the scenarios.
100%. It's good to see. Essen is back on her feet. But there's a coverage of Melbourne City against Wellington Phoenix. Sunday the 7th of December, 4:55. Mark your calendars for that one. Bunge down the line. Good ball. Is Furphy. Gets away from one challenge and another and goes for goal. And they've defended that well, Wellington Phoenix. I suppose the one thing that Victory will want to do, having seen Essen go down injured, is to test her now.
Yeah, and it was nice play from Holly Furphy, the number 9 for the Victory. She scored 3 goals last season, yet to get on the board this year.
Here's Bott. So just a little heavy there, and Essen will not have any problems with that one. Now this will be interesting, although they've got another player down. Emma Main this time is struggling. Oh dear. Bott's calling the physio's over. Look at that, right on the thigh, is it? Collision with Bunge.
An unfortunate clash there. I think it was just in the follow-through from Bunge. Nothing intended in that, and she looks in a lot of pain. So again, this is not looking good for the Phoenix. Emma Main has started these last couple of games, had that opportunity with Samba out.
She definitely looks like she's in discomfort, albeit happily for the Phoenix, back to her feet.
She appeared in 22 games last season, Emma Main, and 10 of those as a substitute. So she will be liking having more minutes here as a starting 11. But she's limping off here, and it's looking a bit tough.
You must feel the collision when you saw it. That was gonna hurt, but she appears to be walking it off, which is great news. Get a little bit more treatment on the physio, and the goal kick from Essen there. I'm not sure if that was a hangover from the last goal kick where she got injured, but she just threw it straight out of play and straight into Victory possession. Furphy, can she find a way through? 2 yellow and black shirts were surrounding her though, and it was in the end a bridge too far for her. Essen now has gone short with that goal kick, and they'll build from it, but it's interesting to see she hasn't hit it long since she got that injury. Watt battles away